Okay, my bad. Can you hear me now? Oh, let me introduce myself. My name is Martel. I did not know there was no sound. I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, now you can hear me. Okay, not my bad. Had to plug on my headset or so because I'm testing my sounds. I'm talking to you. I'm reading about survival Japanese because it's interesting to learn about, well, not the Japanese culture, but also how to survive. If you don't travel to Japan. I'm buying a similar one from Arabic and Chinese and all that. Because also my lady's also a global interpreter herself too. And I always gotta be mindful of different cultures. Plus, I'm also a recording artist and a content creator, so I'm always trying to be different. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to stand out, be different. And here's an introduction: overcome instant illiteracy. Hundreds of thousands of people who arrive in Japan each year go through experience as equivalent of suddenly being struck deaf and dumb. They go from illiterate, even brilliant in their own culture, not be able to speak, understand, read, or write the language of their host country, to be equally ignorant of the nonverbal language of Japan as well, which that's interesting. If this situation continues for any length of time, the experience results in trauma known culture shock, which is extreme cases cause serious mental and physical damage, sometimes even death. Short-time visitors to Japan are not likely to suffer significant health problems because they sudden inability to interact with the culture surrounding, but there's perhaps no frustrating feeling not being able to communicate with other people when we want to or need to. When visiting business people are concerned, the handicap of not being able to communicate readily with their Japanese counterpart, even on the most basic level, have far more serious implications. Oh, interesting. At a recent dinner in Tokyo with the president of American company, the Japanese guest, a frustration of foreign visitor was evident for all to see. Finally, he said under expiration, God, if I only knew survival Japanese. This is what this book is about. Most people use fewer than 1,000 words of their own native language and go about their daily affairs. It's not so how many words one knows, but what those words and how they are used, particularly the true case of. Oh no, I bought this, but I actually bought this book just in case you want to know what's going on, Romeo. I bought this like I forgot how much it cost. Like truthfully, like around less than $12 or so. I bought this at Bar and Nobles. A second for language, but vocabulary only 300 Japanese words. You can communicate several thousand ideas, not only enough to survive, but also enjoy yourself at the same time. Many Americans, in particular, seem to have a foreign language phobia. Some have extremely difficulty in pronouncing Singapore words correctly. Which I also have a hard time pronouncing my words too, because with a learning disability, you know. Let's see. Many Americans in particular seem to have foreign language phobia. Some have extreme difficulty pronouncing Singapore word foreign word correctly. This fear might be a result of cultural conditions stemming from deep rooted feeling that speaking a foreign language is un-American. That is a black mark that cannot be erased. As for me, I would like to interpret that. Say like, Americans are very naive and xenophobic actually to a degree. Not everybody, but I guess what compels me to different cultures because I kind of have to because I got audience worldwide and all that. And I always have to be humble and graceful that anybody just talk to me. You know what I'm saying? And literally, my audience are foreigners too. Oh, sure. Take care, Bert. Take care, Birdman. Peace. So yeah, I'm gonna read on. It's funny that sad to say outside myself that not many Americans, North Americans, are eager to learn about different cultures, languages. You know what I'm saying? It is making me actually upset that a lot of people missing the opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And it's really baffling. Thank you. Yeah, sorry. I guess I've been around multiple cultures my whole entire life or so. I'm gonna see if I could try to connect my headset or so. Let me see. I don't think bad about both. It's good for sound quality, but like listening to music as far as like this. I hope y'all can hear me. All right. Can y'all hear me now? I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. Survival Japanese provides you with words and phrases expressed commonly used in modern Japanese, both in Romanized Japanese and Japanese character, together through a note of pronunciation. I hope this book helps you suppress the emotional reaction to the language and make the first step in communication with Japanese and Japanese. Interesting. How to use this book. Despite the forbidden appearance of Japanese, which is written in Chinese ideograms known as kanji or Chinese characters, the language is most made up, precise syllables are in fact quite easy to pronounce. People who are not familiar with the language confuse difficulty getting several words out of smooth flow with a phonic complexity that does not exist. Unlike Chinese, Japanese pronounce in a straightforward manner while conveying tone. The only verification in Japanese are double consonants and long vowels are slight, a slight change in pronunciation. Grammatical structure Japanese different from Chinese as well. English does not make it more difficult to learn. Look at the order of the subject, verb, and object in Japanese sentence to say it backwards. It does not make any sense. It's foolish and incorporates Japanese is a very flexible language. Interesting. Japanese is very flexible language. You can switch order of words and phrases around to a surprising degree. Even leave things out it not only makes sense but is acceptable in ordinary conversation. It can be a proud of those who want everything to follow up precise rule regardless of characteristics of the language is serious complication. But look at another way to make the language easier to use. You know, interesting. There are three different levels of Japanese that might be called Rana, horrific, formal, and informal. These levels are different enough they're practically dialects within themselves. Maybe very difficult to become fluent in each of these levels because almost like learn separate vocabularies, but able to communicate officially in formal Japanese enough for the average foreigner, at least build a footbridge across the language gap. Interesting. Survival Japanese and Standard Japanese only make a few references to grammar in the early stages of any language study. Officers only complicate things. The secrets of language learners mimic the way native speakers use it without any thought of instruction. After a while, the grammar becomes imprinting on your mind, make a correctly structured sentence become automatic. Interesting. I'm basically reading the introduction of it, and after that, I'm going to get going. All right. The language process is based on none more mysterious than repeating words until it's out loud, always out loud process of British sound, ear memory. Looking at the whole one problem is where so many students fail to learn how to speak foreign languages. They don't speak them enough. You cannot learn a language by looking at it. The whole Japanese language is based on six key sound, which is the building blocks of two set of syllables each It was never changed. So once you learn how to pronounce, you can pronounce any word in Japanese language. These six sound pronunciations are written in Roman letters and Iranga characters in bracket are AIUEON, which is more natural to sound. I'm also going to get a Spanish book of this too, because I love languages in general. Plus, also, um, my hands. It's not wrong learning, different cultures, backgrounds, and all. Let's be realistic. Also, just opportunities, because let's face facts. There's literally no opportunities here unless you're rich in America, and I'm not rich, so made my part. We have to learn the hard, traditional way about things. Trial and error, they say. Trial and error. Anyways, I won't hold y'all for too long. Martell said for y'all later.